buy it.
Yeah, separately. Samosa, where you kept it? Already came.
No, 3 o'clock she will go and she will come.
Okay, you just check. If they are giving plates, it's fine. Otherwise, we can.
I will inform madam sir.
If they are not giving, tell them to buy, we will pay.
Some nearby shop.
Yeah.
दोपहर की चटनी मिलता है
सुबह से
हाँ सुबह ही चटनी मिलता है पूरा सर सर you can give it will say here next so seems it's not
direct scanner.
So I welcome you all for day one session for our FTP program. We have a speaker with us, Dr. Prasad Janmala. Sir is an associate professor in the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, School of Engineering and Technology, Christ, deemed to be University, Bengaluru. His research and teaching focus is on power systems, smart grids, renewable energy integration, and energy storage. He has published nearly 50 Scopus Index journal papers in venues such as Archives of Computational Methods in Engineering, Energy Systems, Journal of Energy Storage, SN Applied Sciences, Clean Energy and Process Integration, and Optimization for Sustainability, and presented 40 papers at international conferences. He led the establishment of a solar PV research lab with a real-time rooftop PV system and smart home test bed, which cost nearly 8.5 lakh internal grant, and he has recently obtained a 90 lakh AICTE Idea Lab grant. He has supervised one PhD to completion, 5 ongoing, and 20 MTech projects and numerous undergraduate projects. Served as expert panelist in more than 20 academic events. He has attended and organized 80 plus workshops, FDPs, and trainings, and received 2 Best Paper Awards. He is Chief Editor of iManager's Journal on Power Systems, an editorial member of Scientific Reports, and a regular reviewer for leading journals including IT, RPG, GTD, IEEE Transactions on Industrial Informatics, EPSR Elsewhere, and others. And other professional memberships also, which includes IEEE PES, IEI Life Member, and IAENG. Sir, I welcome you for this session. I request Dr. Prem Kumar sir to kindly hand over the sampling. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon. As I can see here, very experienced professors and very diversified research fields. So, as electrical engineering, as we know, it's a diversified field, but everything we can make into a single point, nothing but the power system. Right now, we used to call it as the transformation towards the smart grid. So in this smart grid, we can see all kinds of branches or emerging areas what we have right now. All those things are merging into this particular the vast area, I can say, smart grid. So my session today is mainly based on my own experience. So I don't have very big PPT. I thought okay, I can make it out little more hands-on session based. So that's why I think I requested sir, participants will have a MATLAB session, MATLAB, computer, PC. So that's the way I thought it. But anyway, so I will try to make it out my own way. So please try to keep your running notes so that you can able to carry forward later our research. When it comes to research right now as a faculty, everyone have various targets by the different managements, I can say. Each department, each management have different targets. Okay? So before PhD, my dean used to ask me every time when you will complete PhD. Somehow I completed in 2017. The next appraisal onwards, when you will submit external grant. Every time the same situation. So almost 5 to 6 years, sir, I keep on trying. Director used to say, trying is not the point. Output is the result is the matter. So where is the result? So somehow I got to 3 grants. Then immediately next question, where is your contribution towards the consultancy? Department should be self-sustained. Where is the consultancy work from your side? I am not seeing consultancy. So I started somehow, some companies are slowly, it's progress. Recently I got one more consultancy. So the moment when you are achieving something and something else, there is no boundary for us actually. For our profession, there is no boundary for the research. Okay? And we can't say only I will do this, I will do this, I will do this. It's a continuous and always target based. More than IT professions right now, we became victims, I can say, and we are always targeted either by students as well as by management and everyone. So I hope you will accept this statement whether it is correct or not. But still, I feel that okay, wherever I go now, the constraint is everybody is saying we need to do publications. Okay, fine, we will do publication. How many? What is the target? How much target we will give? Some institutes will say 2, some will say 5. And recently I went to another institute, very pathetic situation, 10. 10 scopes.
Sir, which institute?
You want to join?
I want to stay.
It's in Tirupati. Earlier it is, so if anyone joined a filmmaker, so it's Mohan Babu University recently started. So there are, okay, so 5 scopus journals you have to make and 5 conference papers you have to make. Together 10. And in these 5 journals, one must be either Q1 or SCA. Okay, so this is the target. If that was not there, maybe what is that? Incremental or whatever. So these things may be folded up, we don't make that sense. So that is the target. Okay, assume that that institute started, other institute will start later, and even that culture may come to you Bangalore also, we don't know. If it comes 1 or 2 times, okay, or 1-2 years, somehow you got it. Next target, will it be 50? So the trend is continuously changing. We can't say I will do only this much. Why it is happening? As per my university, earlier if I want to do a small kind of project for the students, I may need at least, or we will expect at least 3 months to 4 months time span to execute all these things, particularly in the programming skill or maybe hardware is secondary, but at least in terms of simulation, if you want to do minimum 3 to 4 months time we require to complete the entire program. Right now within a fraction of 1 minute you can able to get the program. Okay. And if you want to read any one paper, usually you take 1 week time to understand, to grasp it, whether that paper is good for us or not. All these things are different aspects. And then finally we will discard that paper, somehow it will. So this way literature survey sometimes itself is a loose time. But now you can upload 50 reference papers in single shot, and within 1 hour you will maybe you can able to complete the entire layout and all. So that is the way the advanced technologies what we have right now in terms of to support the research. So also you have a lot of research platforms are freely available. Anything can use. But the point is, the moment when you type any concept in Google Scholar, lakhs of papers will be related. Any paper you take. Now, in the same area again you are working, or you are thinking to work in the same area, considering some recent papers in that area, and you are planning something, and you are submitting. And the moment when you complete everything and you submit, by that time within 6 months or 4 months time, again if you see the same research area, similar works you can feel, or maybe new, because the research is not from one place, it is from entire world, from various places people will keep on contributing. So what editors will see, what the publisher will see, the novelty and all. So it's became a complete, a complex task what we can. But with the help of these advanced things, we can able to make it out. I always, see only with my own experience, with my hands-on skills based on the research will take place. So that's why I will just try to make my things a little bit interactive, and you are free to, as per your requirement, even I can little bit change from this point to that point. So it's the way how you interact based on that my this presentation or in this workshop FDP will continue. Okay, so that's all from me on my side a little bit, and as I mentioned, okay, so let's have a little. So this concept what I planned for this workshop is AI applications in smart grid. Smart grid itself is AI based. Then why again I should keep AI based applications in smart grid? So we feel that AI is an emerging or maybe recently evolved field. So we thinking that we have to adapt it or we have to work for using it. But smart grid is not from now, it is already existing. We are doing load forecast from the very beginning, and we are doing weather forecasting, we are doing generation forecasting, we are managing energy in every place. So a lot of things already is existed and it integrated, and you are getting right now uninterrupted power supply in our power system. So the objective of this smart grid is ultimately to serve the consumer uninterrupted, very reliable and quality supply. The objective of electrical engineering, wherever they work, it may be distribution, generation or transmission, their ultimate objective is to supply each and every consumer as important, like whether he is a big shot or maybe small shot, whether he is in metropolitan city place or maybe in very rural area, some corner area. But still every consumer, every customer is important, and our aim effort is to supply continuous. So this is the target. If that is the target, how to manage this larger system. Okay? Whenever we ask any student, even in my MTech, when I went to MTech course, during that time, I'm very good. I thought that my madam also felt that the subject power system analysis. So my professor has a very good hopes on me. So there is NSIM exam, lab exam is going on. So we have from NIT Warangal, very prominent institute for the power systems. There is one professor Saidu. Okay, so that professor came as an examiner, and madam introduced me. He is very good in the power system concepts. You can test him is like that. She introduced me during the Viva. Then what is your experiment? He asked. I said load flow studies with environment. Okay, so what you have done? I done programming. Fine. So can you tell me the steps? So read the data and then formation of bypass algorithm. Okay, so we will try to see concept. How many of you know bypass formation? I think all of you, those who handle power systems, okay, definitely they know. So why? Then I said, assume that we have 400 buses, 800 transmission lines, 400 buses, 800 transmission lines are interconnected. Now tell me how many zero elements will be there in my bus. We usually practice to see the picture, and then if transmission line connects between 1 and 2 or 2 and 3, then we will say the element will be there. Otherwise we will try to say element is 0. So if picture is in front of us or in front of student, we can able to know whether there is a element present or not in bypass. But now I don't have picture in front of me. Then I little fail to answer. Then I said, sir, I don't know. Then he, no, you don't say you don't know. I will make you whether you will know or not. I will realize you like that. Okay. So for every one transmission line, it is connected between 1 and 2. That means Y11 will be there, Y22 will be there, Y12 will be there, Y21 will be there. So I told you 400 buses. That means 400 into 400 is the total matrix size. 400 into 400 is the total matrix size. All diagonal elements will present. Okay. And then for every one element, definitely 1, 2, 2, 1 like that, 2 elements will present. So 400 plus 800 into 2, so 1600. So 2000 elements definitely will be there in bypass. Remaining is there is a possibility of 0. So that is the way the interpretation from these small concepts to larger concepts we have to train the student or maybe we have to learn something when we are learning. Okay. So the point what I want to say is we feel that many things we know. But research that is not sufficient. Beyond what we understood that we should plan. Because a huge research is already happened. So we should not be only focused on the things what we know. Every time we should practice a new thing. Now coming to this topic, artificial intelligence, how many of you have worked with this? Yeah. Don't feel okay. I just started last 1 year onwards, to be frank. Earlier I used to work something different. I just started last 1 year onwards. So hope you are handling the courses, any courses at least to BTech students. No, I just want to know some fundamental level of understanding and so that so how my session later will carry forward for your research. So shall I feel that little bit understanding already people have. So I don't want to touch many things on this concept. But what is preliminary we will try to see. When I am trying my training my kid, okay, he is now second standard kid. Okay. So I am teaching him the second table. I am training him 2 1 jar, 2 2 jar. So he is able to make it up to 2 10 jar. He is happy. He is continuing. Then I am expecting him to 11 jar how much. If I get answer from my kid, then I can feel that he understood the pattern, how the first training was happening. The 10 data I have trained him. If he fails to answer to 11 there, that means my training, my kid is not trained properly. He may be by-hearted or he might have simply remembered and is unable to find out the logic between the 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 2 is 4. That understanding he won't get it through my training. He can't able to predict the next. Assume that he understood very clearly and he responded 2 into 11 is 22. I am happy. 2 into 12. He responded, counted okay, then 24. I am happy. Then suddenly I asked him 2 into 17 or 2 into 50. Something is very far to the training data. Now literally you can't able to do it. Okay. So the forecast what you are planning is based on how much data you have trained. From that data, how far you are trying to predict. Whether you are trying to predict nearby to this data or you are away from the data. If you are looking for a very far estimation, definitely you can't able to get the exact value. Whatever algorithm you use, any kind of tool you use, you won't get the solution. So the data is very important. Assume that my kid again I'm trying, keep on training, second table only. Okay. He understood very clearly. And then when he understood very clearly whatever range it is, he can able to predict. So training data is different. And next one is making these tools, the entire pattern of the data is second stage. The moment if it is able to analyze and correlate the data with a mathematical formation, then whatever sample data you give, it will give you solution. So you have to train the data by any algorithm until it able to capture a realistic mathematical relation between data versus output, input variables versus output variables. If you are training in such a way, in terms of mathematics, definitely there won't be any error and you will get it. If I have a data formulation with the mathematical, then there is no need of again AI. Okay, there is no need of any algorithm. Because simply it is became now mathematical problem. Okay. So unrelevant parameters are maybe a different kind of parameters which are influencing the output of a system. Then only the need of this AI is considered. Okay. Unrelevant data. Let us now you are planning to maybe. So let us a little bit, I will just try to make you the importance of AI right now, particularly to the power system. As we know, the temperature is continuously increasing, and can you say right now our prediction algorithms are able to predict whether there is a rain by next 1 hour or will not be there? Can you predict anyone? Meteorological department literally failed. Today they will say the heavy rain but no rain, and they will say no rain, heavy. So this is the way that existing algorithms are failing to predict the drastical changes what is experiencing right now. Okay? So this is one of the situations even in Bengal also completely drastical changes are happening. So if data is in such a manner, any algorithm used, you will not able to predict. It's always AI can be like a experience-based predict. Experience-based. Let us ask you one question. What is the temperature of Bengal? On average, what is the temperature of Bengal? 25 or 20, 25. Okay. So assume that 25. And sometimes in winter season, last time, sorry, in summer season, even it reached up to 40. So you people are we are all experiencing 25, 26, 25, 27 in this range. So tomorrow what will be the temperature, next month what will be the temperature? I will say marginally to that value. Because you are experiencing the temperature and you will say definitely that will be the value. Or I will give another scenario. Daily you are coming to college from your vehicle by using your vehicle. Approximately what is the traveling time? Okay. Maybe 30 minutes. It may be a little bit here and there, little changes in 30 to 40, that way. Fine. So on average you will plan 40 minutes. But unfortunately there will be sometimes some heavy traffic happen. There only you face some issue, you will not reach within 40 minutes. So your prediction or your training or your experience so far on the same road, okay, is completely failed because it is unforeseen environment. Okay. A sudden things are happening which you are unforeseen earlier time. So what happened? You are unable to reach the time. You have well understanding of your planning completely from your home to college, but because of this unforeseen, you are able to reach. Okay. So if some way some data is not relating to the actual data, that is we have to exclude. So on the worst case in a month, 2 times you have reached to this campus around 60 minutes or maybe 1 hour 10 minutes. So now you should not say my traveling time from my home to college is 1 hour 20 minutes. That is very rare case. 1 or 2 times you have experience. But remaining all times it is average of 30 minutes. So your average time is only 30 minutes. But unforeseen conditions is 1 hour something will happen. That unforeseen is very important in power system. The reason we are all very fond of because I am little bit fond of cricket. Assume that I am watching cricket. Okay. And Pakistan and India is playing game, and Shoaib Akhtar is bowling. Sachin Tendulkar is on batting. We need 6 runs, and that is the last ball. India has to win. We need 6 runs. So bowler is coming, batter is ready, and everything entire country is watching. Suddenly power gone. And after 1 minute, power came. By that we lost the game, and Pakistan lifted the cup. And as India 150 crore people, what we will feel? Whoever is around 50% people will be on TV definitely. Okay. What stupid people, these electrical engineers, what they are doing, what an important match is going on, how this is going. So completely, okay, every Indian will stop, those who are this. And they will forget this 23 hours, 59 minutes uninterrupted power supply, and they will remember only this 1 minute power interruption, and they will scold entire electrical engineers who are tirelessly working in different places. Okay, so they will ignore. So the customer or the consumer is in such a situation right now. Whether I give food for my kid or not, no matter. But battery when it is getting down, he will little worry. We have to force him to take food. But I need not to force him to go and keep charge for the mobile. So that is the way the dependency on electrical engineering completely is that situation. Every place, everywhere you understand, if you go any sector, any production sector you go, the dependency on electrical engineering there. And unfortunately, we are able to give very reliable power supply, I can say right now. And during that my intake times, we have one lecture from Dr. D.P. Patari. I don't know whether people are know or not. So the professor, in his NPTEL course, when he is delivering, suddenly he came to this power system concept and cricket game. He scolded like anything, the entire BCC. That is the only department we can say is making our electrical engineers so tough. Because that day, whenever cricket is there, unexpected load on the system. It's almost double. And when I'm before this in electrical engineering BTech, I used to stick on to computer, system, or maybe TV you can say. From morning 5 o'clock I will start. Match will be around 1 o'clock afternoon. But morning 5 itself I will sit on TV. Yesterday's match, analysis, all these things will go on. And match will go over. After that, post analysis will go on up to 1 o'clock. So that is the way I will stick on to the system. Not only like me, crores of people are. So I use unexpected load on the system. How to meet that load? How to meet that load? Because switching on and put online supply. But here it is instantaneous. And if you switch off, again to switch on means we need minimum 6 hours. So I need to be ready with the complete reserve. They use them on the investments. Something somewhere maybe in 40 years time, some 50 years time, maybe one time one accident may take place, but I keep on investing on insurance or maybe something. It may take place another day, we all will invest. But that one disaster. Same way, whenever power interruptions are when sudden load will increase, those scenarios nobody knows. That's why the huge investment will keep on take place ready to supply. So the aim now is also requirement maybe because of the weather changes, the drastic weather changes, and we will call it as disasters, we can say, natural disasters, we can say. So in real time, you will feel power system is going to experience a lot of disasters. You feel that disaster means it may be heavy wind blow, or maybe or heavy rain. Because of that, all things are. When I am in one institute, power is gone, and then we call to the substation. They told that everywhere power is there. Okay, fine. We check the surrounding area, power is there. Then what happened is our transformer is failed. Then we went there, a huge, little bit big snake is touched the two wires, and that became short circuit. And because it's a heavy body, so until it became like a powder, like a, you can't restore the power. That kind of situations nobody knows outside. Similarly, a tree fallen or maybe branch fallen, and somebody has to go literally and so there are something where manual intervention is required, where automation is required. So the smart grid is a kind of thing where and is one of the conditions because of that unexpected power system. So we are ready for happening is mainly because of pollution. And if you the biggest sector is not transportation or any other thing. It is only power system. Only power system is causing across the world a huge amount of CO2 pollution. And that is why it is happening. It is because of again coal and thermal power plants. Now the vision of the government is to go a huge investment on renewable energy and maybe electric vehicles because of transportation. So this is the way the future is going to be. Almost 70% is completely renewable. Around 30% is on this coal type or maybe another kind of generation. Okay. So we are now getting a huge amount of solar penetration, a huge amount of wind penetration, huge amount of EV penetration, and different other kinds of emerging roads we can say. So this is the way the power system is going to experience. So how to handle that kind of unforeseen conditions right now? The best example I will tell you. We all feel that we have energy storage, maybe through our UPS. Whenever power is not there, immediately we will get power supply from our UPS. Fine. After some time, power came back. Now your UPS became load on system. Your UPS became load because now it is charging. When it is charging, it takes power. So the power is great. And every consumer who got connection from the DESCOM or maybe any distribution company, he knows how contracted load is. So every whether we have inverter or not, we don't. And only whenever money we invest on things, it is not known to the system operator. Assume every inverter is now suddenly switched on for power came. That entire year, 50% have inverters. Assume that much extra load will take. How much is discharged from the battery? That everything will become almost 1.5 times to the. So even if you try to restore it after the fault clearance, it won't take place. So that's why even though it is not connected physically or it is not as per the records, the data, we should be ready to serve it. That's where again the AI things will come into picture. And similarly, electric vehicle. A small vehicle is around 7 kW. Our home vehicle, our home load is 5 kW. A vehicle, Mahindra E2 is 7 kW. That means almost double. So the power systems people will assume that during night time there is no maybe base load. But you imagine 50% of cars in future is replaced with EVs. And all these going to be charged during night, which is that means during night time we are now planning for 70% through renewable energy. But renewable energy most of the times solar or maybe even daytime we can say. But night time is going to be double the load. So how to serve that? The load is going to transform from daytime to night time. But we are investing a huge amount on renewable energies which will be on unpredictable or maybe unreliable sources. But load always will be there even night time also. So that's why continuous coal power supply is required. Whether you go for 2030 or 2050, coal power supply is required. And second point is energy storage. So far energy storage is meant for small scale level, but now governments are investing for the grid scale level, megawatt energy storage, because of this unforeseen condition in future. So now energy management from the energy storage and existing renewable energy sources is the objective of this smart grid. So what do you mean by smart grid? I will just ask you people, you all have smartphones, right? Hope you all have smartphones. Okay. So when you will feel that it is smart, the same phone I have given to my mom, okay, but she won't feel that it is smart. She will use for only incoming or outgoing. Other than that, nothing. Very rare case, maybe some YouTube videos, some serials. Okay. Other than that, she won't. It's a smartphone, a very costly phone I have given, but she is not feeling that. Same way, I will renovate my home, fully automated. Okay. So, when you will feel that you have a smartphone? Any one example?
Internet connection should be.
Internet connection, okay, fine. Any other things? When you will feel your phone is smart? Okay, two-way communication is fine. Any other things?
Sitting at one place.
Yeah, sitting one place, anything can be done. Okay, fine. So one example I will give you. Okay. This maybe 10 years back when I came to Bangalore, I'm in an apartment. I'm in tenant there. So everyone has power. I came to from office to home. In my apartment, no power. Anyway, after coming to the college, immediately I will go for 1 hour sleep, evening time. Same way up to 7, I got up, still no power. What happened? Everyone, surrounding people and everyone, I was all are having power. So I realized that some problem is there in my own apartment. Then I checked when and don't whether is there any fuse failure or not. So emergency everything is fine. So when they down, the fuse is not there in my bed. Then I realized that I didn't pay the bill. But I didn't realize that. Immediately I called to my owner. Then he told that, have you paid the bill? He asked me. Then I said, okay, I didn't pay the bill. So I forgot this month by mistake. Then he called to the lineman. So he came. Somewhere nearby 1 more meter box is there. So he kept there and he picked up and he kept the fuse. And I got the call. He came to me, give me 300. I'm electrical engineer now. So I got really, hey, what you have done? Simply fuse you kept there. I just paid bill also now. Or I will pay tomorrow. Why I should give 300? Like that I will little fight. I won't give like that. I will give fuse, you go, don't worry. Because I do everything, so I thought that. So after 5 minutes, I just went down, no fuse, nothing. At the same time, the fuse, incoming wire, outcome, both are cut. That line. So now I don't have any slivers or maybe cutting blades or anything. So even though I am electrical engineer, I can't place the fuse. Okay. Then again I called him. He scolded me. Then he called that person. That fellow came. And he fixed it. Now he asked 500. My bill is 450. I given 500. I got the power. So why this is happened is because I was uninformed about my electricity bill. Or with busy schedule, I was not known those things. Right now, when the bill is generating, nobody don't know, and you maybe auto pay from your account. The bill will automatically disconnect. Maybe you will get one message, money debited. So many things are became automated, including to the power system. All consumers, everywhere. So that is the smartness is now happening. Consumer is not at all looking into the electricity usage. Now government launched a new policy. It's a free power. What do you mean by free power? Who will give the people? Anyway, that is different scenario. Okay. But when it is free, people will not realize how they are using. Last 1 year onwards, my bill is 30 rupees, 40 rupees. I don't know whether how many of you are availing that. You are not using that. day1 something is there in Bangalore. Okay. Earlier I have to pay around 2000 electricity bill. Now through this policy, my bill is only 30 rupees, 40 rupees. And recently I got 230 rupees. I just asked my missus, how come this month 230 came? Because so far I experienced it is free, but now it is not. So the usage is going to be again unpredictable because of this bills. You take electric vehicle, 50% is free, and electricity bill is free for electric vehicle. So many things are free is coming from the government. Background you forget it, okay, why it is all. But when it is free, it's ultimately a huge burden on the power system operators. Because the energy planning is not so easy. Instantaneously we can't generate well. okay, or we have to import from other countries, and again that became burden. These are other consequences. So electrical demand, as I mentioned, so these are the mainly focused areas, okay, right now for the electrical engineers, according to sustainable development goals. Okay. Affordable and clean energy, okay, government is not affordable, it is free one. Why to affordable? So that will be free. So it is free, it became free. So one goal we have already entire country reached. Will you agree my statement or not? Yes. We have already reached that affordable energy and also clean. Clean in the sense here is earlier 10 years, 20 years back, power electronics labs, computers labs, frequently UPS will disturb. Power electronics CROs, if you observe, the waveform is not at all clean. So this is all because of harmonics presence in the supply from the distribution box to the lab. Okay. From the distribution box to the lab, you have a cable supply. That cable or whatever the inferences we have in between, these are all resulting to power electronics lab failures also. The equipment is frequently defect. But now it is very rare, the systems are not at all having any problem, very rare case. That means we are able to serve very clean and affordable supply. And next one is sustainable cities and okay, so the sustainable cities, I don't know the exact meaning, okay, considering Bangalore throughout the year, 15 years over, okay, even everywhere its digging is happening daily. So when it is going to be sustained, I don't know. Heavy rain will come, unable to sustain. Heavy traffic will come, unable to manage. So in all the places, the same scenario. That is ultimately, it is still a dream for us. And coming to last one is at least climate action, okay? Climatic action for the global warming and all scenario. So from individual, from our side, maybe 13, sustainable development goal 13, little bit we can contribute, but 11 and 13 almost, it's a long-term goal. Okay. So coming to our actual situation right now, so conventional to the smart grid, what and all I told. Now we are going to make everything is like a automation, and then decision making, and third one is prediction, and then optimization. So these are the four areas we will try to focus in and smart grid. Coming to these different ways, we will learn deep learning, meta heuristics, and the combination of all these that we can execute. Then is maybe advanced network infrastructure, and then later we will visualize the data, nothing but SCADA, and then you will have PMUs. PMUs is nothing but pressure measurement units, very remote areas we will keep it, and then IoT sensors to operate. So these are all the mainly data handling process in the smart grid. So now we are getting one more new concept, that is nothing but digital twin. Can anyone of you? Digital twin means digital twin. So what all these things are here now, almost same. Okay. So now a physical system is connected with Internet of Things, and because of that you are able to capture the data. Once you capture the data, you can visualize it in data science. Okay. Nothing but data you feel it. After visualizing, after analyzing data, plan something to, okay, optimize it, or to little more efficient operation. And this everything is you are able to virtually see. You need not to take it. In 10 years back to will come, person come here and he will generate and he will hand over. Right now the person is not coming. Okay. The PMUs or maybe RTU units are capturing the data, how much energy you are capturing, and so in that, if you are able to realize the consumer, what is happening in his entire utilization or the association with the power system, that itself will make it a smart grid transfer. Okay. My management earlier used to pay around 9 lakhs to 10 lakhs electricity bill every month. And I was an electrical engineer, so I was asked to monitor the usage and everything and the bill and everything 10 years back. Fine. So when I analyzed our institute, usually in December month, 20 days only it will work. Remaining 10 days we will have a Christmas holidays. But in December month, again we are paying more than what regular months. Regular months is around 9,000, but in December we have 10 to 11. Why it is happening? Energy is previous. 10 days is so much energy is happening. Like just I am what is the panel is demand how much we have that you are processing. That management is able to nobody is because it is hidden fact. Simply it is 20 days full of functions, full of events in campus, so full of lighting everywhere, full decorative campus, lighting, full light. Energy, they are assuming that is consumed. It is not a fact. It is hidden. So peak demand, how it is running as electrical engineer, and I realized that why I informed to my manager. Then he asked me, how can you write peak demand? Can you do something so that we will have this? Then I asked this custom person how this RTU is capturing the data. For every 15 minutes, our data will be captured. So in 24 hours, 15 minutes, almost 96 samples. 96 samples into 30 days, okay, almost 3,000 samples. So in 3,000 samples, even one time if you cross over your peak demand, you will get 50 to 60,000 penalty. Assume that month 4 times is peak demand crossover. That is enough to get 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs extra. So this is management don't know, people don't know, who is organizing the functions, nobody don't know. But when we will came to know, only when analyzing the data. If you won't analyze, you can't plan what is to be done. So realizing the consumer with respect to his actual data, maybe consumer or maybe power system, whatever it is, okay, then only you can do either maybe normalize, all these things will come into picture. Otherwise, so the data is very, analyzing the data is very. Okay. So in the data, sometimes you will have a missing values. Some segments, maybe when I'm analyzing the data, 2-3 months sample, 3 months success will submit. So the missing data is there. But I have to analyze 2-3 years time span. Then only I can understand fully what is happening. So there are some places the missing data will take place, how to do that. And coming to next one is load forecasting, renewable energy forecasting, and electricity price prediction. If anyone are here from the Kerala, that is the first state who implemented this time-based pricing in India. Okay. Time-based utilization, TOI. Okay. So what we mean by that is, whenever you are in which time slot you are using, accordingly will be charged. Okay. And if you came to know there is some time slot which is a high electricity price, then what you will do immediately? You will try to utilize or shift your losses in some other times. So the peak timing, off timing, normal timing, like that they have given total 3 segments. So accordingly, so that way the peak time high price is there. In peak time high price is there. Automatically what will happen? Consumer will try to So if price is very high, automatically consumer will voluntarily will try to reduce his utilization. So that's the way the peak demand will try to reduce it. We have 2 minutes. Yes. So the peak price why it is important for us is ultimately every person, any where we go, we will try to realize only the price. Amazon offer is there, then only we will buy. It is not because of something. Okay. Operational function is not the matter. Okay. Event is not the matter. When offer is there, we will buy. When something is free, we will try to take it. Any consumer is intended to look for only economics. Power system also a business sector. Power system is a business sector, a huge business sector compared to all other. And entire country, entire world is consumers. Now you imagine how much economics we have to handle. That's where deregulated power system came into picture. Of course, that is now became people are not focused. My research area is that only deregulated power system concept. Okay, but economics is the ultimate key role factor for any decision making. Anything you concept, anything you take it, ultimately you will look for first economics and then only comfort or anything. And I plan to here. So my options are either my vehicle or maybe Ola. When I look for Ola, maybe auto or cab or some other things, all these things are there. So ultimate goal is whether I can able to reach the campus within time or not, and how best cost I can minimize. Time is cost, these two only. Remaining is secondary. Maybe comfort and all these things, secondary cost. So the price is very important. When I say price, for example, some natural disaster happens somewhere, the government is asked you to contribute 1% of your salary. Assume your salary may be 1 lakh, so we are happy to give 1%. Maybe like IIT people, some recent news, 15 crores, 250 crores salary, annual package. In that 1%, you can't able to give 1% of his salary. So when you zoom it to maximum quantity, 1% also is very important. We are not handling the power system with the kilowatts, not in megawatts, not in gigawatts, it is in terawatts. So it is in terawatts. In that 1% saving is also sufficient to meet this kind of metropolitan cities like Bangalore or Pune for 1 month. That much of energy we can able to make it out 1%. All these things is allowing the consumer is mean for in terms of economic, in terms of energy consumption. Even percent if say that objective. So we are asking the management to replace this earlier fluorescent lamps now to LED bulbs. All these are smart. Their concept is now even 1% if you save, that is fine. When I asked my management to look for what is the electricity bill minimization, how can we reduce it? 2 options I had given at that time. One is take a transfer because we are suddenly peak is we are getting, so we will get the penalty. If we avoid that, you have to take a new transformer or you have to keep a solar system because our institute work only daytime, so solar system somehow it can able to offset it. Or else the third option is shifting the lab utilizations or some other things in different time frames. That's where all departments not cooperating. So that option not there. So ultimately we have taken a new transformer, nothing but new investment, a new solar system, nothing but new investment. So management will ask us again, we are investing this much, what is the savings? And later we told that energy utilization has to be minimized with all these replacement, retrofitting has to take place. So crores of money again invested to remove all the existing fluorescent lamps and filament lamps and all, to keep the LED bulbs and pictures and all. So ultimately is, I have given a picture in such a way, the return of investment, you are investing this much, but energy savings will be take place this much. So you will get the total investment within the 4 or 5 years time span, because you are paying almost 15 lakhs electricity bill now. Okay, if these things are not happening, okay, we expanded blocks, maybe around 25 lakhs basically. So that is the scenario where management has realized the prices and everything. So ultimately, smart grid is mainly is to technically is different, but operational aspect is mainly on economics. The objective of smart grid is, in another sense I can say, is only economics. So I think I have 5 more slides related to sensitize what is smart grid, and then how to I used to work in research a little bit hands-on session based I will try to explain. So hope we'll try to break the
So we will take a short break for 10 minutes and then we will reassemble. Snacks are arranged outside.
Yeah, they can bring it, it's very fine.
It's better if you bring the laptop.
Why I am see, I have maximum 13 slides to be frank, but I have spent almost 1 hour with 7 slides. If you leave me, because you don't have anything to do something in your hand, so I have to spend like this one. Okay. So anything if you bring something, laptop with MATLAB, so you will do something, and then that will happen. Please bring laptops for the next session. Next year. ಮುಂದೆ ಕೊಡಲಿ ಅಂತ Come back. So hope you all have a little break. So first I will try to what my research area is mainly I used to concentrate on these areas related to power system and distribution system. Now AI and ML also came into picture. So work things also I used to focus. Coming to other applications, the AI techniques. And last one is energy management system. Used to Another point is EVs. Again, EVs how to operate with respect to grid. These things are. That's all by PPT. And each slide is prepared again by AI only.
Morning session also.
So I just put morning 1 hour spent towards this PPT because other than this PPT, many things has to be done. So very little attention on PPT. Nothing is there actually. It's only small pictures. That's all. Presentation. So let us go for some kind of exercises. As you know, ChatGPT is becoming one of the very tool for everyone. And the moment if you want to do some kind of research, how to use this one, you just have to understand. Okay? I will never take any others. Usually, I am like a Ekalavya, so self-learning. So self-learning, most of the times I used to do self-learning. Maybe sometimes. And if you see my publications, okay, during the pandemic time, because we have work from home almost 2 years, and every day evening 5 to 7, many used to meetings, a lot of days take place, and they used to encourage us to do research. Okay. And it's very happy actually work from home. Okay. Hardly 2-3 hours will be there. Will go on to the system, and remaining everything is with family. Okay. How much time we can spend with family? So some research. So before that, if you see my publications, okay, is 1 or 2, and in 19 is 1, 20 is one conference coming to just 2. So 20 is actually our pandemic time. We have a lot of free time in our hand, and from there I experimented a lot because I am a research coordinator. I have to deliver a lot of sessions to my including PhD scholars. Entire university has around 2,000 PhD scholars from different streams, including science and all other streams. So for every people, all are good people, for them I have to train them. So if I want to train them, I should be the first role model. So I have to give the sessions on how to write the research papers, how to do the projects and all these things. So first I should be the one as a proven person. So from 21, my management has not any target, only 2 scopes they used to say. Whether you do or not a matter. And if you do, if you are not done, fine, you continue like that only. So there is no constraint for us, and there won't be any other regulations whether you do or not. So it's a motivational thing. And if you observe, in 2022, 13 scopus papers I got. In 23, around 10. And you won't believe that everything is done with the help of this modern tools. The point is, I have a lot of ideas. But how to generate that one to work is the main thing how we have to use it. And recently I started different kind of other research. Okay. I mean, some other places I used to see the electrical engineering is almost closed in many institutes. Then I thought that why can't I make it a different approach, different method. This is something, electrical engineering is the core one or it is the main thing for any sector. For the society or maybe academic or industry, anything. So it is a picture. Without electrical engineering, it should not. So my point is how to sensitize the importance of electrical engineering in all aspects. So the evolving field from society 1 to society 5, similarly education 1 to education 5, industry 1.0 to 4.5 to 5.0. So these are all how it was transformed. You won't believe literally starting to ending is only with the help of ChatGPT, I can say. Okay. Because whatever I am using, I am just telling. And it is a very electrical engineering is SCA and D1 level. And even my management has given a lot of good incentive for this particular focus. Okay. And my other friends are there. They are in biomedical field. He is my BTech EC friend. He done his PhD in other university, foreign country, and Malaysia, Cape Town. He now joined in Aditya University. So his PhD is in AI applications to biomedical field, and he is very close to me. So we started again working on biomedical field. And you won't believe, it's a very successful thing I can say. Using with the AI, and we were able to review non-domain papers with the AI. Point what I want to say, you can able to learn anything with the help of AI. Two, 3 minutes I just try to how my research is transforming towards the AI compared to earlier days. And starting to ending, we working with only AI. The pictures also generated with AI, images also generated with AI, and the comparative table also we prepared with AI only. Classification, and then mapping with the different domains. Every graph, everything is done with this entire paper. And if you upload this one to AI detection, it will give 100%.
Sir, so journal, any respective journal will not object or they will not question.
This is one point. AI usage is different, okay, and AI content is different. Okay, so I have not generated the content with AI. I have used the AI to formulate, okay, or to refine in presentable manner. So when you are submitting to any journal, okay, there is one class will come. You have to say now usage of AI in your paper. Okay. How you are using AI in your paper. That is became an open statement in every paper. Earlier that is not done. Because you can't avoid usage of AI. Why these many companies are investing crores of money? Okay. So research also is going to be part, and if you type in Scopus profile, simply ChatGPT, he is one of the other with hundreds, thousands of papers in his profile. ChatGPT is one of the other in many papers. Okay. And if you open his profile, he or she, I don't know, thousands of papers are there in his profile. Okay, with the different multiple domains. And everyone, so in starting phase itself, very good journals are allowed. ChatGPT is the other. You won't need that. There is one person, his name is Biswal. I was motivated with him. Okay. And and he always do only letters. Letters in Q1 and SCI journals. Letter is maximum of 1 page or 2 page draft, which was done with AI. And credibility, if you see, okay, his profile, if you open, in 1 year he was 200 Q1 SCI papers in his purpose profile. All are letters. What we do, it's not a matter whether it is a letter or letter to editor or short communication or FAQ survey paper, it's not the point. Okay? All are welcome. You are writing a letter means a short note, a particular emerging topic, you are publishing. And the publisher is top one journal. Okay? And he is accepting your innovative point. Okay? So there is nothing wrong to it. Now the journals are coming in such a way, you have to discover what is the usage of AI in your work. Okay? And all these pictures are now with AI only. So if you try to scan any published paper from any journal, 80% AI content was there. It's not only my works or any other people. You take anyone because they are permitted. But the point is, you should not use AI content generated. Generate the content you should not, because it will capture from different sources and it will generate the content. And from which source it is captured that data you don't know. Okay. So in that sense, it became a copyright issue. And AI content generation is not allowed. But usage of AI in your research is 100% allowed by every company. So don't feel bad to use or don't have that fear to use AI. But how to use that, I will just try to give some kind of things. So this is what I can say, the modern things, how best we can use it. And if you observe, we are 5 people. You are able to review around 20 papers within 1 month. So 100 papers we have reviewed. And with the help of AI, so the entire structure is taken place. And this is, if you see, this is now capture computational intelligence. This journal is. So this is the, and recently 1 week back again we have submitted one more for the same journal with our team. Again we got the same success. So how to use ChatGPT or whatever it is left to you, and let us see. My other research is nothing but I am keeping openly in my profile, my publication. ChatGPT itself is the title. What is this one is? It is SCI Q1 paper where I made as a letter. Annals of Biomedical Engineering. In Annals of Biomedical Engineering, what is the point I am saying here is, you can use ChatGPT, no problem at all. Not only ChatGPT, any AI you can use it. But you make that one as a visible way to the readers as well as to the editors and to the reviewers also. If you hidden the things, you will get rich. My first statement itself here is this one thing, because multiple places I went there, okay, they are all asking how to take it up, this AI tools into our research. This again, I am targeting Annals of Biomedical Engineering, but I am from electrical background. So electrical background, how can I combine to the biomedical field? So something, so these ideas also you can able to generate with the AI. So research, as I mentioned, any topic you select in Google Scholar, lakhs of papers are available. But how you will come forward with a new innovative point? For that, nobody will guide you. You should realize yourself how to make it out, an idea generation. And this idea, if you see, humanoid robot. In China, somewhere, one company or one school has used the first school, this one. Then this is a biomedical journal. So why can't we use for medical application? So that's where my point is came into picture. I framed it as success. Okay. And other thing, maybe some other way, yeah. This is again one more for the same camera. So how a person or a editor can able to accept a non-biomedical person work to his journey. So I should make the point in such a way where the editor, whoever it is, whoever the person it is, handling editor, he has to invest the innovative point, what I want to connect. That one will give only if they are, because I am zero in that particular field. In that sense, even if you are not done anything in your smart grid, now you can able to pick up with this things. Okay. So hope a little bit I given a brief idea how best you can use these advanced tools in your research. Okay. Little bit sense you got it, how to use it. Okay, now fine.
So you are in only ChatGPT or any other tool?
Because I don't want to experiment with multiple tools. Only ChatGPT is enough for you. All are same model. All are using LLM model only.
Subscribe.
Subscription is only. See, the point is, you are aiming something. Okay. Even hundreds, thousands of rupees you invest, you won't get it. But by investing 2,000 per month, I am getting a lot. I am getting a lot. So my pay scale is there in that recent Indian Institute for every month is around 6,000 is there in my pay scale. So that thing my management also used to say, we are giving money, salary, including your professional growth. Don't say to your missus or your family anyway, or to your family, this entire my salary. Offset this research, career growth, what you have in your mind. Remaining money should be. So invest, the minimum amount you have to invest for this kind of stuff. There is nothing. 2,000 if you go for 1 month, that is enough, 1 day. Instead of that, if you use here subscription mode, you can do wonders. But if you are looking for only free version, limited things will take place. You won't get the exact things what you are looking. And you can't get that much of benefit even though you are using any tool. So subscription, any one is fine. You need not to have multiple things in your hand. And there are many other tools also. Is there Gemini? Is there? Don't compare all these things. We are not here to compare those technologies. We are here to how to use it for our survival purpose. I am saying for our survival purpose, how to use any one tool we have to expert. This is brief about my. And if you observe my application, all things are like a optimization. And this paper, I literally struggled the editor to convince. Chernobyl disaster is one nuclear station failure. Based on that, one optimization algorithm came. Now I am preparing a paper that algorithm to improve, to optimize again supply to the nuclear reactors. On the other side, I am saying this is the disaster is happening. Again, you are telling this side is nuclear power plant, how quality supply has to be supplied. So how you are, so almost 1 year it was taking to convince him. Multiple iterations are there. But it's not it. And all these algorithms, if you see, okay, any paper if you observe, almost all the same works I am doing, multiple works. But whenever a new algorithm came into picture, publish it, new algorithm. Immediately I will try to use that algorithm to my work and I will do some kind of innovation I will try to add it with the help of AI. So you can get it. So one area you should be expert first. Any one area. To that you add on new things. And then anything you take it, almost if you ask me, I was used almost 100 to 150 optimization algorithms for my research problem. Only one problem in my hand. But I can solve that problem in 150 algorithms. That much of experience I got it only with optimization techniques. Okay. Anything you take, any algorithm you do, okay, how to use that algorithm to other domain or other area, I can make it work. So how it is, sometimes some kind of practice is required. You will get it now, little bit understanding. Now come to this one. So you go for the first one is, as I mentioned, ChatGPT. Any area what we are looking for, you first generate the idea. When you are planning to generate the idea, A to Z, the problem solution should be there with you. For a small scale problem, I will define one problem now. I am trying to work on energy management in EV fleet station. EV fleet means hundreds of vehicles are there. Maybe Ola fleet. Ola owner will have thousands of vehicles. So there will be one place, all vehicles will come there. You are going to charge it. And if any person, they will go on the road. So EV fleet management I am planning. So when I plan that EV fleet management, how many charging ports are there? Free charging ports are there. And then each charging port power capacity what it is, and what is the initial SOC of each vehicle, and what is the target SOC of each vehicle, and what is the waiting period of each vehicle. With all these things, my objective is minimization of load consumption of this fleet. Any problem, you should come forward with an idea. Okay? How to do that? So first we will think of how to solve. Can we solve this one with a 3 EVs, with a 3 different chargers? The moment if you are able to solve that one with the 3 EVs, with the 3 slow, medium, fast charger, with all these constraints, literally with the pen, or with the help of AI also to do it. And for that, you ask the AI to develop the program. Because we have already solution is there in your hand. Now the program should give exact solution what you have in your program. So the program generalization will be done by AI, but the concept formation and integration I done with a small scale problem. I was solved it, and then we developed the program. The program is now can take thousands of vehicles consultation, and it will give the solution. So small scale problem always you have to aim first, literally to solve by hand. Then only you will feel what is happening in the program. Otherwise you don't know what is happening in program, and whether the solution is correct or not, you don't know. Because the same program, by or any electrical circuit if you take, we are teaching the basic electrical engineering or circuit theory. We will try to explain superposition theorem, Thevenin's theorem, not any theorem you apply, you will get the same solution. Okay? You apply any theorem, but you will get the same solution. Find the current in one element. So the point, that's the way, because you know what is the answer, and by applying any other algorithm also should give the same answer. Then only your procedure is correct. Same way here also, any problem you are trying to solve, first you should know its complete solution for a small scale problem. And then you go for the usage of AI tools. Okay. Assume you have read something in a, what is that called? Google Scholar. And I started reviewing multiple journals. You should be a reviewer. If you want to be a good researcher, you should be a reviewer. If you start reviewing and accepting reviewing, you will gain to know how other people are thinking. Somehow you will get a new idea. That is one thing. Second thing is how others are working, you will understand how you are different with their works. Because the similar kind of works only will come to you for the review. So start reviewing. And automatically you have to drive the person. The moment you are trying to do more, our profile will be visible to various places. That's the next you want. You may not do anything, right? Just start reviewing. The moment when you start reviewing, your profile will go into multiple databases. Automatically, whenever you open any paper or any platform, your profile will pop up. The box will pop up. So you will intend to use that box. As per my work, many things are there in this particular Google Scholar. So first paper I can able to solve by myself. Don't take a different area completely. Any one paper, let us take maybe I am working this, so I will take that. I will take this paper. And a similar kind of paper I want to work with a different algorithm. A similar kind of work I want to do, a different kind of work. So I will go for next one is MATLAB 5 Exchange. And there is another one. Again I will check for the optimization algorithm. I will check for the recent one. Which recent algorithm is available? I will always choose openly available publication, because if I pick this algorithm or some other algorithm, I don't have the programming code. Okay. So what is happening right now? Most of the open access publications, they are also asking people to keep the code in some place. So you will try to find any algorithms and their code also. Okay. So I use this one, and there is another option in there. The moment when I feel this is the recent algorithm, okay, and then I will check one. Definitely the code will be there. I will download the code, and but I don't have theory of this paper. Code is available, so I will just ask my librarian. He will buy and he will send me. So paper will be there, code is there, and the concept which I want to work is there on the paper. Now I download that paper. We will use that AI tool. I will upload that paper, and if you are not purchased this, you are not subscribed, more than 3 PDFs you may not able to upload in a day. Free version is allowed, only 3 PDFs. So what I done initially, I also have the hesitation not to take any subscription. So what I done is, I have created multiple emails. Whenever 3 over, again I need to one email. So 3 more PDFs I will try to do. But since I have not subscribed, so the content what is generating may not be that much quality of things what I felt. So initial 1 year I worked like this. Recent last 1 year onwards, I taken the subscription. So I working only with one mail. So this is the paper I just downloaded, and any paper you just download, because you don't have time to go to it. You just upload that paper, any one paper. I don't know if you see what was there. I will ask them to explain this paper. So it will explain to me first, because we should know what was done by that particular person, because it is recently published in a I5 journal. So that means maybe the innovative thing is there in that particular, in at least it is I5 is there. In I5 already is there. Because for this purpose only, after coming here, I recharge again unlimited charge, something 40 in a day you are using. recently, one of my colleagues in civil engineering, looking into my experience, and that professor is happy, so he wants to collaborate with me. Then I started working on civil engineering works recently, so that is why in my system you can see now lot of civil engineering works also. So there is something I want to apply machine learning or civil. I don't know ABCD, but professor is here to me. So what was done in that particular paper, we will explain to us. And then after you understood something, it will ask you to see something. So there, after going through that particular snapshot, you should come forward in such a way, a different idea as the input to the chart. If you won't give that input, you won't work. Until you give proper input, you won't work. So the next question is, you want to apply a different machine learning algorithm, or you want to apply for some other focusing areas, that you should ask. Or little more explain the ML used in this work. So it will do something. And after that, so these many algorithms it has used. The paper has also used in comparative study, I can say. Then it is again asking after reviewing, it is mentioning that these are the best algorithms, strongest results are in this particular algorithm. Now if you have some data set, assume that you have a data set, and because he has reviewed these many algorithms in his paper, and he is highlighting these are the strongest and better algorithms to use it. So I have different data set. I will try to apply this code. And I don't want to learn anything with AI actually, but how that algorithm result everything is, we should be in a position to interpret it. That I will tell you, explain. Maybe I have a data set, and even that data set also I don't know. So some data set I downloaded in the morning. Then explain this data set. So the data set it will interpret. Okay. After interpretation, this is something different data, not related to the concrete work. So you should first find out the data set. As I mentioned, without data set, you can't do anything with AI. Very fundamental principle. Okay. So this is the data set what it was there, and then if you observe, it is mainly load forecast. So the load forecast influencing factors what it has. So influencing factors you should understand. It is a Sunday or maybe working day or non-working day or festival or a regular day or any special occasion like PM is coming or CM is coming to one venue. So all these things are influencing factor to change your load pattern. So those things are all will come into added data. And then, so now I just want to, what is the tool I have to use to do this project, to do this work? I don't have a very AI/ML tools installed in my system, but I have only MATLAB. I don't want to learn even Python also. I have only MATLAB. So I will work only with MATLAB. I will ask this one using MATLAB code. So the code will generate, it will capture the entire data file and it will summarize it the way how we want. And you should ask that ChatGPT again how to interpret the result also. You are not having any understanding, but you are directing me here ChatGPT. Now you can understand I am not at all using anything available sources for my research. Okay. I am not capturing anything. I just have a database. Using that database, I am trying to use a new technique. Result will come. That result is not there with that technique in any other place. And I am describing that result again with that GPT only. But you won't get any language. The reason that is not there in English. I am coming up with a different algorithm for a different data set. And the work is done with a different platform, results are came. And that results interpretation again I am doing with that GPT. And it will also ask that one to explain how this is happening. It will explain. Meanwhile, and little bit don't expect everything is going to be in a fraction of second the research. You should have a little patience also. Multiple times because in single shot you may not be able to get answer. So you have to interpret. That's what I am telling you. First you should have a little bit understanding on your problem. And the result, whether it is correct or not, you should be in a position to interpret it. If that is wrong, again you should ask another question, other way of explanation, other way of developing the program. So the program came, so you just upload both the things. This is one I usually look for the springers, making to them elsewhere. If you observe my submissions in the Springer, this is one thing I told you. With one civil professor I worked with. So, and this is the dream optimization algorithm I just shown now. It is applied to one of the, because algorithm came in 2025, last 1 month. No one uses that algorithm to this electrical engineering problem. So you will not, even though you generate content, you will not get plagiarism. Because the algorithm itself is not used in any other place. My problem still remains same. The problem which I have understood that I am solving with a different algorithm. So on dream optimization algorithm, there is only one paper available in Google Scholar. Now that is I am using in my work. You won't get plagiarism. So anything you just observe, okay. Every time you may not get success. I am telling why I am showing this my profile openly. You may not be able to get in a single success. You have to experiment. So in a month, if you observe, every day I will try to work for 1 month. I will keep on let it be reject, okay, rather than peer review, and keep on continue my work. And you won't believe in MBA, I am the MBA coordinator. And during that MBA committee, the committee was asked me, what is the approach you are following to cover content beyond syllabus? I explained a lot. Little bit the professor is convinced. Then why can't I do that one? Because that is my experience. You don't see this. It is rejected, but it was there some other place again. Another journal is created. This is again how done. It is only with the help of AI. Now this is electrical engineering creativity. So when I am aiming for outcome-based education for electrical engineering, I am from the power system background, but MBA perspective I need it. So outcome-based education, MBA focuses on content beyond syllabus. My research area is power system. So in power system, content beyond syllabus, how I am handling, considering OBA aspect and all, is my target. That is what I. It's now almost 4 months in Canada. Definitely, I am having that confidence. I may get some positive response. If that work is not good by this time, you must be able to get the result. So something is there, that's why they are keeping in review. So, and I am handling last semester ethics to my 4th semester students. When I am handling ethics, 1 semester I am handling ethics. Then this the question came into picture. Decision making, how disasters are taking place. Those things are not a handled in a subject. So, and there it is. So what my point is, you have to keep on working. Don't disappoint with the rejections. Rejection at a because that is one editor, one journal, he rejected. Fine. Because you don't want to change your work. Based on rejection, don't change your work. Based on comment, only try to change. If it is rejected, thousands of journals are there to pick another journal. Because the work is already done. In your perspective, that work is already done. You are working on another project. You have to work on another project. You make this one, maybe you are making some other place on the way. So in that way, one work done means in any one journal that should be published. You should not again rework on it. Rework is only based on comments, not on changing the entire. Because the project is over, that should go as is. In some way, with slight modifications to be published. Then only you will be concentrating on another one. Most of the times I used to see my job is rejected, I have to change something, I have to change. Don't change. In your perspective, it is correct. One or two people are rejected. Let it go on another job. Okay. So in that way, multiple works always will be able to. And it is, as I mentioned, somewhere it will reject, somewhere it will accept. So don't worry with that. It is rejected here and some other place it is, and then even ChatGPT, it was biomedical field. So the beauty thing of this one is, my letter, ChatGPT is not good for sustainable development. During that time, I am working more on sustainable development goals. So whether ChatGPT will cause harm to the sustainable development or not, it is rejected. But my point I want to say, but it is now in another place. Okay. So think differently. Why I am making that point is because it will take 1 or 2 minutes time to generate the program. Okay. So that is why any kind of idea what you will get, okay, you just look for. How many of you know this chat PDF? Before ChatGPT, there is one more thing is called as chat PDF. So chat PDF will read the PDF and it will do it. Now we can able to do the same thing in ChatGPT, but there is another tool is there, chat PDF. So when I start biomedical engineering, it's a completely non-domain tool. So can this chat PDF can make me to understand non-domain field or not? That is what again one paper I will take. That is rejected. But my point is to be conveyed somewhere. Some people will be some points. You can rework on it or you can go for another area. So this kind of thought process will not give anyone. Don't mind 1 minute. So anything is a thought process to prepare the journal or to prepare the good research work. You should be the researcher. So the point, whatever you feel, you continue. And I started another research in net zero energy building. And most of the institutes are now going towards the net zero energy building. The building is net zero. Other my academic stress will relieve for not the student, that is another research. So somewhere it is going to be, and then somewhere you will get the success. Until you get success, any idea you can get, keep. this is one thing you should always keep in your mind. This paper is rejected here, but in another journal it is accepted. In another journal it is accepted. So I will never try to change my thought process, what I generated, and that will publish somewhere, some other thing. So this is about. Now come to this one. And there is another platform in there, MATLAB file exchange. Most of the times, we will try to find any solution for our problem in MATLAB file exchange. Okay, any problem. Now I just shown this one, the algorithm is available or not. It is available in MATLAB. So I find this to do research. That paper is recent one or not. Whether the program is available or not. Are there? I will apply for my. So the work is maximum of 1 week to 10 days for a paper. The work time you have to spend. That is also 10 days means it's not 24 into 10 hours. Okay. Hardly 1 day, 1 hour you have to spend. How many people will get up by 5 o'clock? But I used to get up. Because that is the only time we used to get. Other than that, we are busy with various regular academic activities in the campus. You can't find any time in the timings. So you should make some feasibility. Morning 5 to 6 maybe. After that, you will be busy with your activities. So that is my way of working. So you just in future times, if you want to make any interaction, you can start from 5 o'clock onwards. We will be busy with the work. Okay. So the coding is available. We can download it and we can use it. Now once you download the code, okay, that code you upload again in ChatGPT. You don't know about the code what was there inside. You upload in ChatGPT. You ask the ChatGPT again, explain the code. Once you understood again the coding pattern little bit, then you have to ask again ChatGPT, where are the modifications? I need not to ask that also. This is my problem. You incorporate this problem into this particular problem. And in 1 minute program will come. 1 or 2 minutes program will come, and result also is there in your hand. Openly I am telling you, if you have a well experience in one area, and that area is sufficient to survive, because all other people are making right now open access publication and open access based coding is available. Just you apply the same problem with different technologies or different algorithms or different kind of AML tools, you will get the solution. So one problem should be there with you, a full-fledged understanding. You thoroughly should have understanding. Then algorithm given solution is correct or not, you can be able to understand. Otherwise, nobody is asked you to do publication. First of all, please understand this. Okay, maybe as per management requirement 1 or 2 is fine, but other than that, because you are doing the research means, don't give false results in your paper. 100% reproducible results only should be there in paper. If any other person try to simulate it, you should get the answer. That is the way you have to describe the parameters, inputs, everything in your paper. Most of the times papers why we used to get rejection is we are unable to reproduce the paper. If I accept any paper to review, I will first see whether I can reproduce the paper or not. If I can able to reproduce based on his description, based on his entire explanation, then only I will accept the paper. Otherwise I will reject it. Due to lack of reproducibility of this paper, I was unable to verify the results, hence the paper will reject. So because if people are unable to reproduce your work, what you are publishing, there is no meaning of it. So every parameter should be in a position to trace out in your paper, so that other person can be able to resimulate it or reproduce the result. After that, you apply some other program, some other concept. Okay, then only you will get citation, because he is using your complete parameters. You will get a section, and then you will be contacted also for the help also. So that's the way you have to think of that. One asks, you will definitely you will find the programs because it is giving idea to that idea. Again, you have to give some more your innovative input. So finally, you got some. Now let's come to one of the area. This is morning I try to work it for your purpose. This is completely load forecast. I downloaded the data. So how to download? How many of you know the data availability, open data availability? Anyway, Kaggle, okay, best source is Kaggle. So Kaggle, you can even see the coding with the Python based coding. And that coding you can, if your system is not supporting for this Python and all, you download that code, ask the ChatGPT to regenerate in MATLAB code. Then you need not install anything related to AI because AI needs some kind of high configuration system. But MATLAB I can use even a small case. So I will ask the program again in the MATLAB based and that program you will try to get. So the results what you get is that again you should understand. Assume that here something is there. Okay, so I will ask the ChatGPT. Because I don't know some result is changed. So we ask that again, can you explain this? It will explain. And then you ask again, write this result description in a single paragraph. Then it will revolve only with your data, with your content. Because we are limiting the words 40 to 50. The moment if you ask 100 words, it will get thousands of sources to fill that 100 words. So then plagiarism will come into picture, ethical issues will come in. But if you use limited the words, you won't get plagiarism. And when I think I have shown one paper, and in that paper, I think this one, humanoid robot something. In this, every line is a question to the ChatGPT. Every line is a question to the ChatGPT, and that line only came. If you ask a question to the ChatGPT, it will give this much of matter, but the entire matter is consolidated to only 20 to 30 words. So you will not get any such kind of issue. Okay. So narrate the paper or narrate your research in such a way like a storytelling. How can you say a storytelling? If you practice to your kids maybe or maybe your friends or something. Storytelling is the one paper writing aspect. It should be like a story where the reader has to get some kind of interest to read. Every line or every para, you should feel the reader you positive. And if he feels it is existing one hour, you will. Just based on experience, I don't know what people are working. I used to review, so when I am reviewing, I should feel that something is new. When I have a lot of understanding of the same problem, how can I feel that I can accept it? The same situation for my work also by other editors. The editor is very experienced person in that zone, and when he is reading, he should feel that my work is in order. So that's the way you have to describe it. So for that, a lot of drafting skill is required, which may not possible again instantaneously, but online use. I never after this system this I don't know why, but the moment you start the usage of a definitely and you will any other source. Publicity, how to use that resume sometimes. So once you always recently very limited papers I have submitted to these math papers coding. Earlier my downloads, my files just mean for only students. My MATLAB file, Excel file just mean for students for regular activities. And at that time, the downloads are very small. I mean, I can say only 5 to downloads. But in the last 1 year, when I uploaded this last 3, optimization fuel cell and the CO2 emission, and then now it is reached to 1500 downloads in 1 month. So people are looking for open source code. People are looking for open source code. You should be ready to make your research open. And if you make open, collaboration will take place. And you are doing open means you have a lot of confidence on your work. Nobody will try to keep policy things on open place. So with a confidence level, you are keeping it open source. The moment your work is open and if you keep that statement in your paper, my code is available in some open place. Then the reviewer or editor will try to cross verify your coding and results are satisfactory. Accept. If you hide the things nowhere are they available, they will take a long time to review it and confirm your result. Because they are not experiencing your result. They are not feeling the result. So make a good research work and that should be like an open source. If it is open source, definitely your paper will work easy. That is one aspect. So in that sense, this program, morning, I worked on something. So it is many things can be done. Solar plant using ARIMA and LSTM, some done, and then again some other program is done. All things are. So you have to experiment, and then after that results has to be cross verified and preparation has to take place. If you ask me any one area, any one topic, or any one thing, so how to further experimentation we can do.
So that EV fleet you told me.
So
With DG, DStatCom and DG fleet, can we do DG,
yes.
DStatCom and
Anything, okay. So first, for that purpose only, I think where is that?
So if you want to download the EV fleet data,
Ah.
in your paper, 2 references you have to get.
Yeah, we can download that. So the database are available.
46, 47.
So aim for, I mean, your objective is what I don't know. Okay? What I'm doing is monthly one folder I will create. Monthly one paper has to be prepared. Let it go on. Rejection no problems. Keep on working. In your area, you have to keep on working. And all these things are just by only MATLAB. Sorry, MATLAB and any kind of figure you can generate, any kind of interpretation you can do. Perfect. So now it's not going to what you want to do, that you should come forward. Nobody will make you to be a master. You attend any FDPs. You know, I think Sir has my profile. He told me I have attended around 80 workshops, 80 FDPs. Even I also attend the FDPs. Okay. But what I did. It's like a PPT. They will speak something and they will go. Anybody will go. Nobody will. after that we have to practice. So that is why don't believe that abilities will change our life. Only our practice will change our life. So how to use anything, you just have to experiment. And this one also, you just have to give the code. I don't want to copy even from the matter. If I copy this one, file or maybe edit somewhere, you can copy it and you will get the image. And if you keep that one in paper, that may not be that much high quality PNG. Okay. Instead of that, I will use ChatGPT for that. You generate as a PNG directly, you mean. Okay. I will just keep in my paper. And I understood something in a paper. Now I want to prepare a flowchart. So what tool you use for a flowchart?
Napkin.
Flowchart. There is something called as draw.io. Draw.io is only you can do the things, but the flowchart directly I want it. So that also now ChatGPT will do it. You just go to so that is why I told you to get the innovative thought. Okay, try to work only morning times. Don't look for only other day times, okay? Because you are always busy. And there is something called here plus. Okay? If you plus here, there is called as advanced. Okay, and then here you have SQL or Mermaid. Mermaid is there. And then other advantage also is there. So you ask the ChatGPT to give that code, okay, and upload that code directly. File, upload, import from the device.
Sorry, just opened that.
Just after this is my entire mathematical problem formulation. Okay, and then I am working for the digital twin for the PV system, or PV solar system. An entire description was given very detailed way. Okay. Then I asked that one to give this code, and flowchart is ready in 1 second. ChatGPT has given code 1 second. Uploading and then you just download it and save it directly. So this is the way the modern tools. Now this figure nowhere is available. Okay. It is generated by AI tool. So that is the statement what we are keeping in the journal. The ChatGPT used for this particular purpose, refinement of my work, or for this particular aspect. That statement, if you keep, there is no objection to any editor or maybe any publisher. Nowadays, that rule is not there. I mean, that if they keep that constraint, they won't get that. So they realize that entire publishers. That is why people are looking for. So look for this way. Any tool, how best you can use it, you have to practice it. Okay. Without your practice, nobody will make you anything in FTPs.
So this is draw.io only or it is app.diagram.io?
This is draw.io. No, it is called as draw.io. Okay, it's open as like that.
Okay.
So this is data diagram. The moment when you start, it will go to app diagram. Here you can create your own and as well as the code based diagrams also, flow chart or anything you can. And there is one more thing, maybe it's called as, yeah, it's called as icons. You can just take up this site name. Where is the any icons you can PNG type, you can download it, and you can use that icon again in draw data. Because many things are not available. When I already got married. So now, for example, we are trying to create this card date. I mentioned here, na? Where is it?
You can.
This is I am preparing. Assume that. You have asked us PV and EV. So this concept I just. So I am just creating a picture. Okay. This car picture is required in different color, different way. Or even PV system you want different way. So you type here PV system. So you got different icons. Any one icon you download it as a PNG form. So always try to go for the PNG mode, premium. So assume that you downloaded free. This is free. Okay, both the sources are the site.io as well as these icons. Both are free. You just go always with only free version. And once you download, you upload that particular figure here. Import from the device. So this one you can just anything resize or whatever you want. And you can work on it. Flyback. So until you get your requirement, you have to experiment. That is the only thing you should do.
Text also available.
Yes.
So writing text also.
Text also. That is why I have shown you here. What are the things you can use here? Advanced features from text, from all these things, even CSV also. So creation of features, you need not to waste your time. Idea generation is the only one way. That is why I told you should be like a Ekalabia. You should come up with your own problem and then use all these things. Smart grid, even I can speak under 1 hour or like. Ultimately, your research requirement, you should find it. And other people may help you a little bit. Maybe if you try to collaborate with me, I will concentrate on some area or something. But idea should be from your side. Then things will fall apart. So that is my major session today. If any other things you want, I can try to clarify. So I used to take online sessions to my PhD students, around 2000 students. 6 hours continuously I will handle every Sunday. They will be very happy to do exercises. Okay, so next time you plan in such a way, my intention is whatever I learn something, you should parallelly to practice it. I can come with based session, and then you parallel you can do it. How to solve the problem first from the scratch. After that, usage coding and then all these tools for the paper translation. So that is, you can think of it in details. Any other questions? Any other things you want, I can brief.
Yeah, so if any questions are there, we can ask.
I don't know whether I justified my title, given my FDP title, but little bit I focus towards publication.
Sir, you are selecting so much of titles with different domains also. So these titles are also suggested by the
From this,
no, sir. Many domains
I
are.
will tell you this way. How many of you will read the papers? I mean, newspapers. Okay. So some issues came in the newspaper. That will be my source to generate the idea. I have read the humanoid robot, and there is one robot recently suicide. Have you read this news?
Yes.
Then, if robots can't, how humans? That is my paper title. I read that news, that is my paper title. I developed the content, submitted somewhere, it is under. And recently I saw one movie. In that movie, the love failure candidate is fully enjoying. 100 people are background dancing, gone, it's gone, like that, he's dancing. And very old movies, when I saw, they are crying. When love gone means they are crying, but this fellow is celebrating. So my concept is how this love is transformated in the ages. That is my concept to develop the paper. So anything is left to you how to think about idea generation or problem generation. So there is no source for that. If that is the ignition point, then you use the ChatGPT. It will guide you how to proceed further. So read the newspapers also. You will get the solution. I mean, point. And then we have always social issue. Why we should read the newspaper is social issue. That social issue should be your topic for the research. Okay. So there is no need to be only in one area for your research. Expertism is different, and researcher is different. So I'm just little bit different with other people. Not only technical matters, other matters also I just want to capture in my profile. I started this kind of research. I didn't find any complicated research. Frankly, I'm telling you. Lot of rejection you will get. Okay, because they are not familiarizing, that kind of research is not there. So when I kept the paper with the ChatGPT, who will accept it actually? ChatGPT perspective on a particular topic, it's not my perspective. Okay? But I am experimenting with ChatGPT, so it is generating something. So that is why I kept the title. Most of the journals are initially rejected. But somewhere I got again, almost 4 papers in the same essay given journal I got it.